Hi everyone. So we are going to continue our discussion from chapter 3, audience analysis. Now we are moving on to chapter 4, which we're going to cover about choosing and researching your topic. So after trying to understand our audience, now it's our turn to think about a topic that we would like to develop for our own speech. If you remember the 5 canons of rhetoric, we're talking about invention here. All right, so how do we develop a solid topic for our audience? We do this by considering the speech situation, um, where and what and how are you going to deliver the speech. Consider your own interests. What are you interested in? The more you are interested in the topic, the easier it is for you to do research because you've already have some sort of a passion, interest in the topic, and so doing research and digging more to find information that you would like to share with your audience will become a lot easier. And then, of course, like we talk about in chapter 3, it's very important to consider our audience because if we are so interested in something, but it is hard for us to find a connection to connect our topic to the audience, the speech may not be a great speech. So therefore, it is very important for you to not only consider the speech situation and your own interests, but it's also very important to consider your audience. All right, so how do we find a great topic? Some of you in your discussion board was actually talking about how invention can be the tricky part. Narrowing down what it is that you would like to talk about. So there are some techniques in the book that discuss about this. I want you to read these techniques about word association, also about free writing, about clustering or concept mapping or mind mapping, as well as research. How each of those techniques actually help you to better design your topic so that it would fit the context of your speech as well as the audience that you're trying to deliver the speech to. So yes, please read your textbook on this one. Also, the speech that you're going to design, the clearer you have the purpose of the speech, the better it is for you to actually design a speech. So there are three general purpose for a speech. One is when you want to inform, or in other words, to teach a specific subject to your audience. The second one is to persuade or seduce your audience to take action or to possibly change their mind about something. And then the third one is to celebrate, honor, or mourn someone who has passed away. So these are the general three main goals or three main purposes of a speech. Now, think about how do you, after you consider all these different elements, how to develop your topic, as well as how to understand the purpose of a speech, that you narrow it down so that you find out not only the topic, the general speech purpose, the specific purpose, as well as a thesis statement. Now, please take a note that when you want to discuss about something and inform your audience, your speech better have an element that your audience did not know about before. If they already know everything that you're going to say in your speech, then your speech is going to be no longer informative or interesting for them. So when you're talking about or when you're thinking of developing a topic, make sure you think about what is this new element that you can introduce in your speech that will make your speech interesting and that will provide new piece of information for your audience. Now, in this example, I chose a topic on mountain biking. And the general speech purpose is to inform my listeners about the sport of mountain biking. Notice that I'm not trying to persuade. Notice that I'm not trying to celebrate anything. I'm merely sharing information about the sport of mountain biking. And I have a specific purpose. The more focused or narrowed your goal is, the more focus and the better your speech is going to be. If you ever notice that if you are unsure about something, you tend to talk about that something in a very generic sense. And that is not the purpose in this course. The purpose in this course is for you to narrow it down and go deeper. Yeah. So the specific purpose in the example here is I want to help my audience gain an overview of and an appreciation for mountain biking. So the thesis statement that I have created is I wrote mountain biking is a relatively new, exciting, and diverse sport. So you understand that there are three controlling ideas in a sense here. I'm going to talk about a brief about the history of this sport. That's why I say it's relatively new. I'm going to talk about how mountain biking came to be. And then I'm going to talk about why it is exciting. And I'm going to talk about why it is a diverse sport. So you see that from a general idea about mountain biking, I have make it more specific by informing about the sport of mountain biking and making it again more specific by saying that I want to help my audience gain an overview, that thus the idea of a brief history, as well as an appreciation for mountain biking by talking about how it is exciting and that it is also a diverse sport. Okay. So I really hope that, I know this is such a brief mini lecture, but I'm hoping that this will help you have a clear idea on how to actually find a topic and how you brainstorm it and how you narrow it down so that you have a thesis statement for your speech. Now, let's move on to the exercise. For this lecture check question, what I want you to do is I want you to choose some method to brainstorm a topic and develop your topic until you're able to write down what is the topic, the general speech purpose, the specific purpose, as well as thesis statement for your speech. I do suggest that you have the general purpose of to inform. Don't try to persuade or try to celebrate. For now, I just want you to focus on how to inform your audience about a specific topic. So just like what you read in the previous slides, in addition to submitting your topic, general, and specific purpose, as well as the thesis statement in the discussion board, share with me, with us, the whole class, what brainstorming method you chose and why you chose that method. Don't worry about producing a perfect topic and thesis statement. This is just an exercise that is meant to make you feel comfortable with the whole process of developing your topic. So trust me that it will be useful when you start developing your own speech. And yeah, this is just a great exercise for that. Thank you all, and I look forward to reading your topic and thesis statement in the discussion board.